And yes, now all crows are green units, which will be utterly slaughtered by enemies, or maybe not. Now, all crows, Naesala included, will attempt to run away by going to the edge of the map. It doesn't matter what edge, as long as they attach one of the most far away tiles, they will automatically leave the map. Again, I'm not overly concerned about their survival, because I've already played this map, I've already recorded chapter 20 and so on, and those video files are actually not corrupted, thank the lords. Okay, so I would like to send Janaf here to deal with this ballista, but there is one tiny problem. That tiny problem being that the guy is about to untransform. So yeah, I'll actually move in such a way that Jill will be taking the full guard, and she will take care of that on her own. And equip the full guard, and end turn. Alright, so now it's all a matter of charging towards the boss. I think I will not spend a lot of time killing every single one of his units. Because, again, like I said a bajillion times now, this is not my main file, and yada yada yada. You get the drill at this point. Okay, so hand axe, just enough to soften him up. Then I think Oscar will take this kill. Yeah, I can put Kieran here. It's not like he's going to fear the ballista anyway. The ballista does like 22 damage, I believe, and Kieran has a lot of defense, so he will take absolutely no damage out of it. Just in case, I'll highlight that, so... Actually, Boyd, you can go get it. Sure, why not? You know, Boyd, just between me and you, buddy, I really wished you were this good in my original run. As, well, you know. I really wanted to use you. I tried so hard, and everyone here can attest to that. I really tried. I really tried to keep you relevant as much as I humanly could. Actually, you know what? I can actually put an end to this map right here, right now, if I so wanted to. And I think I might. This will make the map short and sweet. Alright, so only the boss is in range of Astrid, and he will attack with the Sonic Sword, dealing 10 damage to Astrid. And no, she does not double by 1 point. That's actually kind of tragic, really. I don't need to heal anyone just yet. Well, I might as well do that. If I, like, move Marsha here, I can move Mist here and use the heal staff instead of the physics. I mean, I don't have to fear burning away the physics, so I definitely don't see the issue. But yeah. Okay, so I'll start singing for Jill in order to send her to the right ballista, because I think one of these two crows is possibly going to die. I am not sure. I'll move Jill here just because. Steel Axe, yes. She's in no immediate danger of death. Yeah. I'll try to show the boss quotes between Stefan and Homasa, as well as Ike and Homasa. Try to, but don't bet on it, as Homasa might be dead by the time Ike or Stefan get to him. One of the two. Kilvas has betrayed us? I think abandoned would be more accurate, but... Idiot, it's the same thing. Accursed subhumans. We should have never trusted them. But now that I think about it, I think that this crow there in the middle is actually going to have a very tough time. There's Homasa with the Sonic Sword, there's the Ballista, There's there are bows and everything, so I think that crow might actually be dead. Yeah. Most dead, really. It all depends if Homasa will attack him. 1 HP, like, really? No, apparently Homasa does not move. Well, that works for me. Now both crows can actually get out of here safely. Fine by me, guys. Fine by me. And Janaf, you did a very good job. Now you can sit back and do nothing for the rest of the map. Alright, so let's take care of things one thing at a time. Okay, so first and foremost, I do need you to die. I severely doubt that Jill will die at the hands of this guy. He has 25 attack. Jill will take like... She'll take like 7 damage. Plus another 3 more from this guy. Which is still going to die. Now I do need to be careful around Homasa, because if he ever decides to move... Oh wait, no, he does not. I was afraid that he was about to double Ike for all the intents and purposes. Yeah. Because my Ike has been speed screwed, like severely speed screwed. Okay, Boyd, you know what? You can actually take this kill, get a level up. Come on, show me if your level ups are good only off camera, or if it's this file that it's actually bringing you good luck. Show me right now. Apparently it was the Let's Play run. Like, couldn't you have these kinds of level ups whenever I, You know what? Never mind. Never mind, really. At this point, who even cares? Okay, so, I would really love to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... No, I don't think that's gonna happen. Is it? Well, I can silence you at the very least. Works for me. Like... There is this one thing about the chapters I've played. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Javelin. Okay, so this might work. Not really, but I can make it work. There is this little story about when I played chapter 19 the first time. It's too bad you're not actually going to see it. Because let me tell you what happened then. Yes, I did clear the map, as it was kind of demanded by the Let's Play and everything. So what I actually went and did was to do a little something, which proved to be rather dangerous. And that was putting Reyson in range of 2 ballistas. As I sent, I think, Kieran or Oscar to take care of all the enemies in this area. And as it turned out, Reyson actually managed to dodge 1 ballista, get hit by another, and actually stay alive with 1 HP because I gave him the Bjork guard. And the thing is, the way he survived was actually very bizarre, because in all honesty, I don't think the Bjork guard cuts in health damage from the ballista, and yet it actually happened. I don't know if in the end that was a glitch, but if it was, I am most certainly thankful. Also, did I put Reyson in range of Homasa, by the way? I think I probably did. Yeah, I most definitely did. But again, I don't think Homasa actually moves, so... yeah, who cares? Yeah, he definitely does not move. Okay, all the crows have escaped, so I think I'll actually get the highest amount of bonus experience. Also, I do believe that Reyson was already transformed by the time I did that. No, it was around turn 3 or something. Yeah, I actually had to put some mad strats to actually keep Reyson alive after that. Anyway, let's see the quote between Homasa and, not really that much better, you know. I actually think I'll show the quote with Ike first, as I think he might be able to, yeah, he might be able to survive a crit here. So I'll use the Etard, the sword that I created for him. Yeah, sure, why not? Although, no, I'll use the Iron Sword just in case he actually decides to, hey-yo, and use Ether. Your fighting style is unique. It is rough and awkward, yet terribly strong. Who was your teacher? My father. Really? Then we are the same. My father taught me to wield a sword as well. Neither of us can afford to lose. Okay, no, so he didn't decide to proc Ether. That's fine by me. Let's see Ike's level up. HP strength. Yeah, the vast majority of his level ups were like this, like a couple of stats, if not only one directly. So I would like Stefan to get the kill here, so in order to make the video just slightly longer, because I reckon the recording so far has been like 52 minutes, and to be completely honest, like 5 minutes were battle preparation, if not slightly more or slightly less. So there you have it. Okay, so no. That's actually very scary, because if he goes double crit, Soren is dead. So Oscar maybe? No, he doubles the guy. He is already 2 points away from capping. Wow. I am most impressed, to say the least. My sword is lightning. Do you think you can follow its dance? I do believe I can. Alright, so now I'll have Stefan get the kill. I think they have a quote. I very much believe they do. But, let's see how it goes. It seems you're quite a fencer. Shall I teach you something? Sheathe your blade. If that's all the skill you possess, you're not ready to challenge me. What? Have at you! Then I guess I was wrong. I thought they were like both apprentices of the same master or something like that. Guess I was wrong. Oh, Astra. He's definitely dead. The shame. Well, I think I actually cleared the map faster than I did in my original Let's Play. Well, what can I say? We won, somehow. It's because you did an excellent job of driving off the ravens. Yeah, if we had continued to fight them, we would have suffered more casualties than this. I must extend thanks to Reyson. My Lord Ike, I'm pleased to see you well. You haven't been injured, have you? Aw, how sweet. I'm always touched by Alencia's kindness. Like, she's such a great character, like, seriously. And Radiant Dawn makes it all the better, if you ask me. Princess Alencia, I'm fine, I'm unharmed. Oh, that's good. Ike, may I have a word? And if you don't mind, Princess Alencia, would you join us as well? Please join me in that building. Oh yeah, now I remember, this map actually has a lot of storytelling after the battle, so I don't think this will be a 1 video, this is gonna be a 2 video. Again. Ugh. Oh well. It went like 1 hour and a half last time. I think I can make it like 1 hour and 15 if I can be fast enough. What could it be? Let's go see. They rhymed. This is... Holy... Mother of God. Incredible, no? It's gold. All of it. They must be filthy rich. There's so much, it doesn't even seem real. What do we do with it? It's spoils of war, so naturally it's ours. Good idea, Soren. This game never stops showing gold down our throats. And I do believe this is actually the last time where the game actually gives you money. But it does give you a lot, and I mean a lot, of money because of that. In that case, I'd like to borrow 50,000. Would that be alright? That's a lot of money. What are you planning on doing? It's a private matter. I apologize, Commander. You're not a child. There is no reason for me to pry. Well, alright. Please use this gold for the mercenary company. Until now, I haven't had the resources to adequately pay them, so please. No, if I may borrow the 50,000, that'll be more than... You won't borrow it, you'll accept it, and in good faith. Yeah, Ike, you have the chance of getting rich to pay your dues with your entire group. Why are you throwing that chance away, you ugh. Let's keep down the insults. The remainder we'll give to Soren for the company maintenance. Would that be alright, Princess Alicia? Yes, of course. Well, remember the 50,000 gold that a certain character asked? That'll come into play very soon. General Trine? Please, General, I'm just a messenger. However, I have to tell you... I already heard, you dunderhead. I hated those filthy crows right from the start. Even so, to be betrayed in such a fashion... someone will pay for this. You certainly had your way with us, didn't you, King Kilvas? But if you want to make an enemy of Dane, then so be it. Once Galleon's fallen, we'll turn our attention to your puny nation and wipe it off the face of the world. Why are you still here? Do you find me amusing? Shall I make my lance dance for you? No, ma'am. No, never. Not at all. I beg your pardon. So sorry. I'll be going now. Dog's breath. I need something. A brilliant plan. If this continues much longer, the king will have my head. Yeah, don't worry. We'll see you in chapter 23. Spoiler. You wanted to see me? Yeah, like I was saying, do you remember back in chapter 10 when Volke actually asked us for 50,000 gold? Yeah, this is the part of the game where we actually get to pay our dues with that. So yeah. You waited a long time. Take this. It's the gold you were promised. Finally scrape it together, eh? I'll gladly accept it. Aren't you going to count it? There's no need. I'll trust you. Alright then, I'll take what I was promised. I'll take what was promised, not I. The report you wrote for my father. There isn't one. Wait, what? You actually asked me to... Wait. Let's let the game speak for us. What? There's no report. Never was. You lied to me? You exploited my need to know more about my father? There is something I must tell you. However, it could not be written down. It is too great of a secret for that. Your father told me to wait until I thought you were mature enough to hear it, and then to tell you myself. Mature? Then what was the 50,000 gold for? Ah, the gold. That was my idea. I thought it would be a good way to test how resourceful and responsible you were. That's actually a fairly solid point, I suppose. But still, that was a lot of money. Get started. I want to hear it all. I spent a long time as Greil's hired shadow. A long time. And for us, this is going to be a long story exposition. Well, let's sit down, take the popcorn, and enjoy the show. I remained hidden from sight in case the day ever arrived that I needed to fulfill my contract. All that time for one job. What was it? If Greil were ever to go berserk, I was to stop him. I was to take his life. What? Actually, there was another thing. If Greil were ever slain by his pursuers, I was to watch over his son and tell him Greil's secret at an appropriate time. That was my job. Berserk? What are you talking about? Why would you have to kill my father? Because of Leren's medallion. What medallion? What are you talking about? The medallion your sister carries. Huh? That old bronze thing? I thought it was just a keepsake of my mother's. Are you telling me that it's something more? Greil told me it was an object of great peril, but nothing more. I did some investigating on my own, though. And what I discovered surprised me. Tell me. My leg went numb. Sorry about that, guys. I just had to say it. Leren was one of the Heron clan, an ancestor of our Prince Reyson, who carried with him a bronze medallion. Long, long ago, a band of heroes defeated an evil god and imprisoned it therein. An evil god? Do you think this is funny? You are joking, aren't you? Unfortunately, I am not. And I have no idea how the cursed thing came to be in Greil's possession. That being said, I do know that the men who hunted your father were actually seeking the medallion. Why they wanted it and what they planned to do with it, just thinking about it gives me chills. I'm finding all this a little hard to believe. You said the medallion was an object of great peril, didn't you? Then why would my father allow Miss to carry it around? That doesn't make any sense. It's because she can carry it safely. Actually, she's the only one who can. Well, Bjork-wise, perhaps. Anyway, if you want proof, think back. Have you ever once touched it? No, I haven't. A long time ago, I remember reaching out for it while Mist had it in her hand. My father scolded me harshly. After that, I assumed it was my sister's alone, and I never reached for it again. Compared to other people, the balance within your sister is extremely strong. Your mother, it seems, was the same. That's why they could bear it safely. The medallion is like a strong poison. It takes the worst aspect of a person and magnifies them to 1,000-fold. Greil touched it only once, and it drove him to complete madness. So that's what you meant when you said he went berserk? That's right. Bjork and Laguz are made up of two forces, balance and chaos. In this, there is no difference between us. It is the proportion of balance to chaos that determines how much the medallion affects a person. In that sense, it predicts how much harm that person might do. So apparently Miss doesn't have a lot of chaos in her heart, apparently, something like that. Your father was one of the preeminent swordsmen of his generation. That day, after he touched the medallion, 20 soldiers had come for him, 20 highly trained killers. Your father barely broke a sweat cutting them down. Then he began attacking his neighbors, who had taken him, concealed his identity, and called him friend. He slew them one by one, until your mother rushed in, thinking only to save her husband from himself. And this happened. Oh snap. Not pretty, right? It was over in an instant. Your mother grabbed the medallion from his hand and stepped away from him. They said she smiled as he pulled his sword from her breast and forgave him as her life's blood spilled into the street. My father killed my mother? No, that can't be. It was the medallion. Its power is too great for any man, even one of your father's caliber. Me? You? If either of us touched it, I'm certain that we both would have been consumed by madness. When your father regained his senses, he tracked me down. It seemed he'd heard rumors of me some time before. He said he had need of someone like me, close-mouthed, skilled, and most importantly, willing to do any sort of work. Of course, after hearing what he wanted me to do, I turned him down. Greil was once the famed general. He was Sir Gawain, one of Dane's 4 riders, and I recognized him at once. There was no chance of someone like me would ever be able to stop him. But you took the job anyway. Why did you change your mind? Greil had lost his wife, and his grief was overpowering. To keep anything like that from happening again, he crippled himself. He slashed the tendons in his sword hand so that he could not wield a sword again. I took the job only because he had become someone my skill could handle. Yeah, in case you noticed, in the cutscene when Greil and the Black Knight fought, he held the axe, the higher part of the axe close to the blade with his left hand. So that means that he actually turned to be left-handed after that. Because you usually keep the hand you use to hold it closer to the blade itself when it comes to axes, just so that you have you can handle the weight better. Yeah, I do know a little something. Anyway, moving on. And even then, he was still far stronger than most men. I don't know what to say. That is Greil's secret, as I know it. I now entrust to you the responsibility of seeing that the medallion does not fall into the wrong hands. Your sister must keep it. As my father lay dying, he told me to forget everything and live in peace. What did he mean? He didn't want you to lose yourself and go hunting for revenge, I suppose. He was killed much sooner than he ever expected to be. So my father's dying wish was for me to protect the medallion? If I can do that, everything will be alright? I believe so. At the very least, that must take the precedence over everything else. I understand. Oh, one last thing. What is it? Do you want to hire me, in the event that you go berserk someday? If we make a deal now, you won't have to worry about it anymore. As for payment, I can take it out of the 50,000 you just gave me. What do you say? Okay, so here's the thing. This choice doesn't really affect the story, really. But if you choose don't hire, Volke will not promote to his promotion. If you choose hire, he will actually do that. What I really like to do here is to hire him, because if I actually use him as a thief later on, he does get some speed, some extra speed, so that's always nice. So I always do go hire, as that way he will have unshackled speed. Please. That's a wise decision. And in that case, I no longer need to conceal my true identity. Huh? Yeah, because it appears that Volke had been, well, let's put it on air quotes, holding back all this time. He could have gone back to his original class at will, but he held himself down to test Ike. Now, Volke can actually go back to his original class, that being not the thief, but the assassin. 2 HP, 2 strength, 1 magic, 3 skill, 1 con, 2 speed, 2 defense, 2 resistance. Now, as you can see, these are his stats if you don't train Volke at all, much like I did in this file. But I do believe that in my original file, I did give him like a couple of levels in order to ensure that 2 extra points of speed, which are most necessary to steal from the 90% of the enemies in this game. And in the end game, of course. I'm not really a thief. I'm an assassin. From now on, I'll take on any job you got, no matter how dirty. I like that. Father, mother, oh why? Yeah, for the way it actually faded to black, but actually it completely blacked out. Let's say that that conversation would not happen if you choose not hire. There would have been a different one. They could have used a different fade animation though. Alright guys, we cleared chapter 19 again. And I really hope this is the last time. Like, I have already all my files processed, so I know for a fact that the Elgato capture device program will not at all screw up with me again. So yeah, now the only thing I have left to do is actually the end game as of right now. Today is June 22nd, and I actually decided to keep chapter 19 for last, as I kept recording everything else. So yeah, now you know what happened with chapter 19, you know what happened in the story, so that the Let's Play won't have a hole in it. I would really have hated that. And you can go back and enjoy the Let's Play the way it was supposed to be, before this chapter actually got deleted, or rather corrupted, like it did. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Leave a like if you did, and I hope to see you beautiful guys very soon. Hit the like, leave a comment, subscribe, all the usual stuff. And well, actually it's nothing. It doesn't really matter. By the time I will upload this episode, I will have already recorded. I will already start to record the end game. I will record it in like a few minutes after this video is done. Anyway, I'll see you later. Bye bye.